Like, okay.
But I'm not a photographer now.
Exactly, I'm just like, you know, but whenever I would put pictures on Facebook, you know, I would get loads of comments. People would send me messages in my inbox, like, oh my God, your albums are so fantastic. I love looking at your picture. I love coming out. I love it when you have a new album. I'm just like, oh.
Really?
Honestly, it was weird.
I was saying you probably be like, really? You love it when I put a new album?
I'm like, oh, okay. You know, this is weird. And then my brother's wedding, I think, my brother's wedding was this year. It was in April. And I just took pictures, still with my Nikon D40X. Took pictures, put it on Facebook. And it was just, I mean, I did a bit of editing, nothing major, just doing some collages here and there. And the feedback was just, oh my God, I love these pictures. I mean, I got loads of people. Even my family were like, Lisa, my family member said, this is better than the wedding photographer's pictures. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
You should really think of going into this profession. Like, you should really, I was thinking, me being a photographer in Nigeria, you know, where would I go with this? I don't know. But after that, I went back to London, and I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. At that time, I was having my final exams because I just graduated.
Okay.
So I was studying
Congrats.
for my exams. Thank you. I was studying for my exams.
Yeah.
So when I wasn't studying, I would take a break, and my break was me going online, trying to learn how to literally edit.
Okay.
How to edit
So
pictures.
did you have to buy any softwares, like specific software?
Yeah, loads. I had to buy like Photoshop and Lightroom and stuff like that to kind of learn this stuff. Cost money.
I can imagine.
But
because I know how much Word 2000 or whatever they call it, XP, Vista, I know what it costs. So
exactly.
let alone the, you know.
So the obsession became, it was sort of, I don't know, it just kind of took over. And my sister was actually worried about me because I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. I was literally just on my computer every day trying to learn how to edit. And then there are these...
So what, you're self-taught completely?
Yeah, I'm self-taught. There are these amazing photographers in the UK. They're called Shubi and Sinam. They're fantastic photographers. I mean, they're like photography gods. You know, I came across them and I was thinking about, these guys are so fantastic. Like, I need to get these guys to mentor me. They're so good. Their work is phenomenal. So somehow, Jeffrey Elisa of BHF magazine, I was talking to him and I was just telling him about, because Shubi and Sinam, they do some shoots for his online magazine.
Okay.
And he goes, oh, I know Shubi. You know, he kind of gave me his number. I told him he does mentor a few people a year. If you're lucky, he'll interview you. If you're one of the lucky candidates, you know, you might get chosen.
Okay.
So I kind of called them up and I said, hey, Jeffrey Elisa referred me, and you know, I'm obsessed with photography, and I love your work. I really love to learn from you. You know, he gave me like a grilling 3-hour interview.
Serious? What, on the phone?
Over Skype. We had to do it over Skype, so it was sort of like a video interview, a grilling 3-hour interview where I had to sort of prove that, look, he does not have time for time wasters. He doesn't want someone who just wants to do photography. He did not want someone who just wants to do it as a hobby. You know, you have to be serious because he's like, his time is precious. We're going to mentor someone. I was like, look, I'm leaving and I'm breathing. This is what I want to do, you know? So, fine, no problem.
And if I'm lying, I'm dying.
Found out with that. But I'm just kidding. But, so, no problem. He agreed to mentor me. So during my exams, I think I had like a 3-week break where I didn't have a paper.
Okay.
You see, I was in London, Lancaster at the time. Lancaster is where my university is. I lived in London, and he works in Milton, lives and works in Milton Keynes. So I had to kind of travel outside of London to go meet him. Where I stayed at his house for 3 days. Shubi and Sinam, there were a couple of him and his wife. Two brilliant photographers.
Okay.
And they took me into their home for 3 whole days of no sleeping, nothing. Just straight working. He would go to sleep and give me assignments. Yeah, do this.
But that's
and he would
great
go to bed.
Commitment from
it was
you.
no. I was because I was so obsessed, you know. So I went there and he kind of kick-started me off. So we had 3 days of him just kind of tutoring me and kind of showing me the ropes of kind of what to do and what not to do. I mean, it was priceless knowledge, you know. The information that I got in those 3 days was fantastic. So I took it and I just kind of ran with it. But it wasn't just 3 days. He still even till now, he mentors me still. You know, even though I'm in Nigeria and he's in the UK, we still conversate over like Skype and stuff like that. You know, it's like a long-term thing. He's like really invested.
Like your photography dad.
Exactly. You know, he's like my photography dad. He's like my mentor, pretty much. You know, so apart from the mentoring that I got from Shubi, everything else self-taught. A lot of people go, oh, so did you go to school for photography and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Great.
You know, some people think that if you do not learn it in school, then you're not. But then they see my work and then they're impressed. I just tried to let my work speak.
It's very good because you blog, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
And what's your blog spot?
It's called Toni Tones, the photo fashion enthusiast, and it's www.tonitonesng.blogspot.com.
Okay.
And that was.
But coming on to that, I was gonna say, how did the whole Coco Mansion thing start then?
Oh, like I said, I started the blog. I joined Shutter Chance, which is the website for where different photographers come in and put in their pictures and people can come and critique.
Okay.
So I joined Shutter Chance and I started going on I went on like a shooting craze and I put my pictures up there. And then I started a blog as well because, like you said, I'm into fashion. I'm a fashion enthusiast, so I love fashion. So I started a fashion blog where I would like set up a tripod and take pictures of myself.
Yeah.
I'm kind
Take
of
pictures.
Yeah.
That makes you sound so vain. Are you vain?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm super fabulous. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Okay, so you're taking pictures of
but
yourself.
I would set up a trap and I would take pictures of myself. But it was for the blog. It was more like it was a fashion blog where I was just kind of, this is what I'm wearing today, But I kind of used it as an outlet for my photography as well. Because if you go on there, the pictures are not just normal. I'm just sitting down, I would try to make it, as funky and as creative as possible, So I started the blog. I joined Shutter Chance as well, where I showed my work from other shoots, and then the fashion blog where I showed my pictures, but they were still creatively done. You can still kind of see the photography in it.
The pictures are really, guys, honestly, you need to check them out. They're really, really nice. The one that caught my eye was the MI one, and that was beautifully done. The black and white one where he's wearing like the Michael Jackson glove.
It was a Michael Jackson tribute shoot. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah?
Lot of fun. I put MI through some grueling Michael Jackson steps just to get the shots.
No, you did really well.
Thank
you.
I
mean, so how did the whole Coco Mansion thing, do they actually call you to come into
the so I think when I set up those blogs, the blog and the website, I used to put the links on Facebook. So I think someone who knew someone saw it who probably worked at Coco Mansion, and the person must have called them and said, look.
They worked at HITV,
look at these girls' pictures, they're fantastic. So what Dami, who is the editor of High Magazine, which is High TV's magazine, got in contact with me and she said, we love your pictures and we really want you to come down and do the shoot for the Cocolettes at the Coco Mansion. And I was in London at the time. I was like, oh really? Okay, cool. No problem. I'll come
so they flew you down?
Yeah, no, I flew myself down.
Okay.
But I was coming down for summer anyway.
Okay.
I was coming down for summer anyway, so I came down, I did the shoot, and it went really well. I had loads of fun. I was in the house from about 11 a.m. or so till about 6, really long time, because I had about 11 girls to shoot.
Who did you prefer? Who was your favorite Cocolette? To shoot. To shoot.
I would say the girl that gave me her best, her all, was Lillian. Okay. She was loads of fun. She didn't hold back. She went for it. I like people who go for it and who aren't afraid to just kind of do crazy stuff and just, because the thing about digital photography is, if it looks crap, we'll delete it. No one ever has to see it.
Exactly.
So, she really, really went for it. She was the last to shoot, and it was sort of they had saved the best saved the best for last. She was last year. She was just the first. So I'd say Lillian was the best one. She did
who was your worst?
And I wouldn't say.
I mean, it's not worse as in they're a bad person, but maybe like
I wouldn't say who was the worst. I wouldn't say that she was the worst, but she was just probably the stiffest, and it was very hard to get a good picture out of her, I think. My thing is, I don't remember her name.
Rita.
Not Rita.
Elizabeth.
Not Rita. There's the girl who was in purple. There's not Bolanle. Bolanle won. There's Bidemi. Bidemi was the really slim girl. There's another one that was kind of slim, kind of quiet.
I can't remember. I didn't watch the show, but because you were in there.
Was it I can't remember her name.
It'll come to you. Okay, well.
But some other girl, she was kind of stiff.
So what comments did you get after Coco Mansion then, after the photography you did in there?
The feedback I got was really, really, from there, like the work just kept pouring in from the Coco Mansion work. I got really, really great feedback. And then you can't please everyone. You get people go, oh, what do you think you're doing, But 90% of the feedback I got was fantastic. They were like, oh my God, you transformed the girls, you made them look great. I was really
Did you do their fashion as well?
With the response.
Or just the photography?
No, they got a designer. They wore two designers.